Good morning, one and all, and welcome to FPL Mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2023-24 season. My name is Dan, and it's time for, Gameweek 32 deadline. We are here, and today, guys, we are going to be talking for an hour about who to captain. Who should it be? Should it be Palmer? Should it be Salah? Haaland? Son, maybe, as well. All of those players. We're going to talk about Saka. Is he available? Will he play? Nobody knows. That's the mystery. That's the mystery of it all. And obviously we'll be having our eyes very closely on some early Man City team news, which I'm pretty sure we're going to get. I'm pretty sure we're going to get early team news on Man City as well. And I wonder if there might be a few surprises in there. I'd be very, very curious to know. I know a lot of people are, maybe bringing in Foden this game week. Maybe looking at some of those Man City defenders. Akanji seems to be really popular as well at the moment. Which is interesting. So, yeah, I think we'll definitely get some good info. I think we'll definitely get some info this morning. So, yes, good morning to you all. Apologies, I'm a few minutes late. I wanted to make a cup of tea before we started in the Captain mug. Of course, you can get your very own Captain mug on fanprints.uk. Link at the top of the description. Very much helps support the channel. But, yes, we've got the Captain mug. But I thought, we're talking about captains today. So we've got to have the captain mug out. Why not? Take a sip every time we mention captains today, because we're going to be talking about it a lot. I think we should start ourselves off with a poll. Just to see where you guys are at with captaincy. So let's get that going. Start a poll. Who is your Game Week 32 captain? And I'm going to put all the main guys in. So Palmer versus Sheffield United. Salah versus Man United. But Haaland versus Crystal Palace. And Son versus Nottingham Forest. Let's see where you guys are at right now. I know some people will maybe be captaining some other players, but I'd rather just get your answers out of these four, because if you guys want to go differential, like someone says Solanke in the chat, for example, or, maybe some people will be still very much in Game Week 31 mode and captaining Foden, for example, but I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it, guys. I just want to talk about the main players today. I just want to talk about the main players. A couple of members in the chat. Good to see you guys. Who have we got today? So, Craig is here. Good morning, Craig. Good morning, Adam, here for FPL. Oran, Mark. Adam, did I say Adam already? Pavel and Jandre as well. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. And Scott as well. And if you're not a member, welcome to you as well. Welcome to you as well. We're all welcome here. Of course we are. Pavel putting the emojis in. Captain Haaland, it would seem. Love it, love it, love it. Someone asked... who is Mrs. FPL Mate captain. I believe she's on Cole Palmer. But, let's be totally real. It's because, obviously, he scored a lot of points last game week. And that's how she makes the decisions. She just looks at who scores the most points the previous week and then captains that player. No offense to her strategy. It works to a degree. She's ranked like 700k now, by the way, guys. I think she scored something like 70-something points in game week 31. Absolutely insane stuff. Bringing in Verbruggen as a goalkeeper. Getting a clean sheet there for Brighton. Chris says no squash today. Oh, don't worry. We've got the squash. We've got the squash as well. That's the backup drink. The tea is to get me through the morning. The squash is to hydrate me through the night, I would say. And someone else asked about a shirt as well. I've lost the chat, though. Where do I get the shirt? I got this shirt from a mystery loot box, actually, and I love it because it's covered in crabs. Some of you guys might have seen this film shirt before, by the way. It's got a massive, well, here it is, massive crab logo, but all the way down the design, there's crabs going all the way down all the stripes. It's covered in crabs. I'm covered in crustaceans right now. I'm crustaceaned out of my brain. Carcinization of FPL Mate. Who says no? Mark Leonard, thank you very much for becoming a member of the channel as well. Appreciate you very much. And I think we should probably have a look at my team. Should we do that? I think we probably should. That's what it's all about. Why no triple captain mug? I believe there is a triple captain mug on the website. Hang on, let me just have a look. Fanprints.uk. We added a whole bunch of new stuff, by the way, to Fanprints like last night. Still need to sort it out 100%, but like I need to make a few more updates to the website this weekend. But let's go. Where am I looking for? We need fantasy gifts. Here you go. Gifts and mini league prizes. So there's a whole bunch of FPL related stuff. That's the captain mug. That's the one. $12.99. Oh, bargain. I'll try and find the triple captain one. There you go. There's a triple captain mug. A little bit more expensive because the black mugs cost more to produce. There you go. Yeah, a bit of casual racism in the pricing of the mugs. It's not good. But we'll leave that one for now. Fanprints.uk, link at the top of the description if you want to get anything. It does really help support the channel. But I do want to talk about FPL today, mostly. I mean, that's what we're all here for. But let's have a look at my team. So I am going with Kelleher as my goalkeeper this game week. A defence of Aït-Nouri, Gabriel and Zabani. Although I say a defence of Aït-Nouri, really, it's like having an additional midfielder or striker in the team, which is fantastic. We've got Foden, Saka, Salah, Palmer in the midfield. Captain's armband currently on Salah with the vice on Cole Palmer. And in the forward positions, Erling Haaland, Dominic Solanke and Darwin Núñez. A bench of Neto, Taylor, Hee-Chan, who is close to returning from injury. Very excited about that. I'm glad I held on to him now because it felt like a lot of bench pain recently, having like just a Hee-Chan chilling on the bench doing nothing for so long. But he could even get some minutes this game week. But we expect him back game week 33 now. Should be more than ready in time for game week 34 and the double that Wolves have then. And we've got Pervis Estupiñán last on the bench against Arsenal. Don't really fancy him. Super chat from here for FPL. Says free hit 34, Richarlison to Foden and bench Muniz/Saka. I don't think I would strongly advise against benching Muniz. I actually really like the look of Muniz at home against Newcastle this game week. I think he really could cook. Fulham at home versus Fulham away, two completely different entities, and we know the fragilities that Newcastle have defensively. So I would definitely look to play Muniz this game week. Should be one of the better players of the week. Richarlison to Foden as a transfer I do like, but that might mean you have to bench Saka. In a way, that's going to remove a headache from your life, because we still cannot get any clear information about Saka and whether he's going to start or not. So, yeah, Richarlison to Foden, if it's for free, I would consider it. Benching Saka, away against Brighton. Brighton are a decent defence, even if Saka does play, 60 minutes, which is probably the best we can hope for. Or, maybe he gets subbed at 59 minutes. We're talking a one-pointer. Or, potentially, he just blanks in that game, which I definitely could see happening away against Brighton. Brighton have often caused Arsenal a few problems, and they are a stronger defence than perhaps people realise. So I don't think Saka, even if he does start, is an automatic goal scorer. I would say Foden, Muniz are probably better options than both of those players at the moment. So yeah, here for FPL, I say go with that transfer, my friend. Tai Truong says play one of Gibbs White or Semenyo, and then one of Porro, Power, Doughty. I don't think I would play Doughty. Yeah, I would probably bench Doughty and I would play Gibbs White ahead of Semenyo, I think. I think I would play Gibbs White ahead of Semenyo. Because Gibbs White has penalties, really good form at the moment. Underlying numbers are phenomenal for him at the moment as well. I would just edge towards him. And Spurs, we know they like to concede a goal. Indeed. Jandre says, Dan, am I the only one not on the Palmer captaincy hype? Man United has 4 fit defenders. Salah will feast. What is the debate about? I think what will always happen in the world of FPL is when you cast your eyes back to game week 31, Salah scored 1 point, Palmer scored 20 points. Now, the context of why they got those points is often in a way, kind of glossed over. And I think that is a big part of the purpose of, YouTube channels like this one, where we can talk about it in a lot more detail. But at a very basic level, last week, Palmer did really well against the supposed stronger team, and Salah completely failed against the supposed weaker team. So therefore, moving into the following game week, well, Palmer just scored a whole bunch of points. He's surely going to do it again against an even easier opposition. And that's probably like the most basic mindset you can look at. Now, often going back to basics is the right thing to do, and overthinking sometimes makes things worse. But I agree with you. Palmer is being overhyped. 2 penalties and a huge deflection for the 3rd goal. These are not necessarily conditions that can be repeated every single game week. Whereas you can look at the other side, Man United, obviously missing a lot of defenders, showing huge weakness down the left side of their defence, or the right side of Chelsea's attack. Huge weaknesses there. That's where Salah plays. Salah, no, he didn't score any points, but if Salah got 2 penalties, then we would be talking about Salah more. If Salah was the player who scored 2 penalties and, got a huge deflected goal instead of Palmer in game week 31, we would be having a completely different conversation right now. And there's every chance that could have happened. There's no real reason why that couldn't have happened. But, football is a strange thing. Things aren't always predictable. The odds of Salah scoring against Sheffield United were enormous. It's almost a surprise that he didn't. And I would say it's almost a surprise that Palmer scored a hat-trick against Manchester United. So, look, there's multiple ways of looking at things. The fact is, Chelsea do get a lot of penalties. They've got a lot of technical players in and around the box who do win those penalties. And Palmer is obviously a very, very clean finisher of those penalties. So, they are going to come his way. But I would say that Salah has similar chances of getting a penalty this game week. Similar chances, really. He's playing the team that just gave away 2 penalties, remember. Has that weakness on that side as well. We're imagining that... can't remember. Man United fans, you might be able to tell me. Who's the young chap who had to come in at centre-back after Varane got injured, was replaced by Evans, who got injured, and was replaced by this other chap. Can't remember his name. Apologies. But, yeah, it looks like... Yeah... It looks like a huge opportunity. And I think Palmer is a good captain. I really, really don't want people to think that I'm bashing Palmer as a captaincy choice. I mean, my vice captain is on him. He will be the most popular choice. I mean, you can see by the poll already, guys. 45% people on Palmer, 34% on Salah, 12% on Haaland, 9% on Son. We are going to see Palmer be the most popular. And I think there is good reason for that. And I think Palmer is perhaps more trustworthy. He is a more trustworthy player. I think people will be scared about that 59-minute Salah substitution and may interpret that as Salah's not quite fit enough to be playing 90 every game. Fair enough. That's fair enough. That's definitely a valid interpretation. Other people might interpret it as Salah, nice rest, ready for the big game at the weekend. And that's the camp I sit in. I think Salah plays 90 or close to 90 this game week. And that's the reason why he had that, I would imagine, pre-planned substitution in game week 31 against Sheffield United. So I'm really not bashing Palmer. He is consistent. He is trustworthy. We know he's going to start every game. We know he's on penalties. We know he's going to be taking a lot of chances. But I really wouldn't... Oh, Cambuala. Cambuala was the centre-back. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Willie Cambuala. So, yeah, I would just say that Salah is an opportunity, because not as many people will captain Salah this game week compared to what they would have done if there was not such a huge swing in game week 31 between Palmer and Salah. If, though, their 2 points was a little closer, then that'll be quite different. News that Foden is benched, apparently. Can we verify this? Because if so, this is huge. We've got a super chat I need to look at in a second as well. Let's see if we can verify that. Yeah, okay. Lazy FPL newsletter. By the way, guys, did you check out Lazy FPL? I put the link to Lazy FPL newsletter in to subscribe to the newsletter in my video description yesterday, and also in the pinned comment. I don't know if any of you guys saw it in the team selection video, in the description and in the pinned comment. I put a link to sign up to the Lazy FPL newsletter. I'll post this link in the chat as well, because I really, really do recommend that you guys go check it out, because honestly, they are so good. They've already just dropped an exclusive leak about Foden. So they do emails. They're really, really, really good. Really good. I'm going to drop a link in the chat now. Really strongly recommend you go sign up to these guys, because I use them all the time. I'm going to spam a link. I use these guys all the time for information. They're so on it. It's so handy. And now they've just dropped the news that Foden is benched, which honestly I'm not totally surprised by. I'm really, really not surprised by this one at all. And I think that's obviously going to hurt a lot of people. I mean, how many people transfer, like, knee-jerked Foden in this week? I bet it's a lot. 500,000 FPL managers knee-jerked Foden in this week. Didn't wait for early team news. I'm imagining a few of you guys already transferred in Foden this week as well. If so, commiserations. I mean, that's the game. But again, this is why, you know, signing up to like these newsletters and, you know, watching these deadline streams is so important, because you do get that crucial information. Like, it really, really is so important. But yeah, there we go. I'm going to put that in the ticker. Confirmation that Foden is benched. And I actually need to make a decision based on this one. But I have a super chat to answer first. Give me 1 second. Foden benched. Okay, that's on the ticker now. Did anyone manage to avoid Foden this game week? No wonder. Right, let's find that super chat from... Oh, we got a couple. We got one from Aaron. Aaron says, would you swap Maddison for Foden? I think our question's just been answered. I would not swap Maddison for Foden. Now we know he's been benched. There we go. Vizzo says, bench 1, Salah, Saka, Palmer, Foden, Muniz, Darwin, Slanky, Son. Vizzo, your question has just been answered as well. Bench Foden. There we go. Easy. 2 Foden-related questions very quickly answered by that team league. Wow. Okay. So where do I go from here? Because I actually do have a spare transfer. Can I afford to upgrade He-Chan? I mean, I could do He-Chan to Eze. Potentially. It's annoying because He-Chan is going to be back pretty soon. But my plans have planned for one like emergency transfer, which will still take me into Game Week 34 with a full team of double Game Week players. Or I could just play Charlie Taylor. The problem is, what if Saka doesn't play as well? Then I'm going to be playing with Charlie Taylor, He-Chan and a Estupiñán. If He-Chan and a Estupiñán can get any points. Big decisions to be made. Eze is a player I'm definitely going to be getting anyway. So I don't think it'll be the worst transfer in the world. He does play against Man City though. And then Liverpool the following game week, which is not ideal. But he's a player I really, really want to have. Decisions to be made. Steve says, -4 to get Eze or someone else for Martinelli. Already have Foden, so must play Garnacho. Honestly, I think Martinelli, there's a chance he could be starting this game week. Or is there new injury news? Is there new injury news about Martinelli that I've perhaps missed? No. He's available. Yeah, I think there's a solid chance he starts this weekend. Solid chance. I don't think I would sell Martinelli, honestly. Not for a -4. Not for Eze this game week. I mean, I think Eze works if he works if you kind of wanna plan for the future and it's for free, but I don't know. Overtino says He-Chan to Garnacho. Literally 0 chance. Garnacho's about to play Liverpool, and I want to have more double Game Week 34 players, not less. Come on. Just got here any early team news. Yes, Foden not starting. Foden is benched. I don't know. I feel like going for Eze is probably... He is the one player I know I want. I also know I want a third Arsenal player, but I can't actually afford anyone other than like Declan Rice in the midfield position. Unless I do a defender and maybe play with 4 at the back. That is an option. That is an option as well. That would bring me to 4 double game week defenders though. And I don't know if I want to do that. I mean, I could bench Zabani therefore. And it would give me an opportunity to maybe go for Luis Diaz. For Liverpool in the future. Maybe. Would I be able to afford that? Yeah, I would. Edward says, what the duck to do about Richarlison? I think I'd sell him at this point. And now he's been ruled out this game week. Unless you can bench him. Can't you do Foden to Eze? I could do Foden to Eze, but I don't want to lose out on Foden versus Luton Town at home in Game Week 33. And as always, a benching is often a good sign under Pep Guardiola. When one of the top players gets benched, it's a good sign for their future. So they're usually a player you do want to hold on for the future. Is it 100% confirmed Foden not starting? I mean, nothing's ever 100% until we see the team sheets. But, I mean, it's come from a news source that I very much trust. A news source that I actually promote myself. So, yeah, I'll put again in the chat the sort of the news source. Hang on, let me grab the link. Because I really do recommend... you guys signing up to this newsletter. They really, really are good for this kind of stuff. Have a look for yourselves. Okay, we do need to think about it. Is Eze just a play, or do we say okay, Foden to? I don't think I want to sell Foden. I really don't want to sell Foden. Eze is the only player I really know that I'm going to want for Game Week 34. It would be a shame to lose He-Chan at this moment. But it might have to be done. Is there any other options? Let's have a look. Let's try and get some inspiration. Let's get some inspiration from the points prediction tool of Fantasy Football Hub. Because we've got 34 minutes to make this decision. Honestly, I didn't plan to have to like chat about this all stream, but yeah, I do have a big decision to make. I'm not totally surprised by Foden benching, but it's not something I planned for, unfortunately. So I do need to do something. And I do have that emergency transfer bank, so we're good. His predicted points are decent. Luis Diaz is the other player I like the look of. Do we just do it? The issue is, do I really want Eze versus Man City? Did he play in the reverse fixture? I need some confirmation bias that this is a good transfer. How did he get on in the reverse fixture? He played 1 minute. Okay. Well, that's useless to me. Absolutely useless. Interesting. David, I don't think I would recommend removing Saka. Because he is a player I 100% want for Game Week 34. He-Chan was a player I was kind of on the fence about for Game Week 34 anyway. But I think under the current plan, what I would probably look to do is He-Chan to Eze this game week. And then Kelleher and Foden. Let's just make sure I can actually afford this. But it would be Kelleher and Foden to... I actually don't know if I can afford this. To... Oh, let's go. All players. Raya and Luis Diaz. And that would give me triple Arsenal, triple Liverpool, plus Zabani, Aït-Nouri, Solanke, Eze, and Palmer. So I'd be benching a Zabani for Haaland, and I would technically have, well, including the bench, I'd have technically have 13 double game week players. But I'd be benching, no, 12 double game week players, but I'd be benching 2 of them. So that plan does work for game week 34. Works pretty well, actually. Unless I do things slightly differently and go for a Liverpool, because I don't fully trust Luis Diaz. Don't fully trust him for minutes. The other option is to go, I guess, Alisson, assuming he play. Wait, why can't I find Alisson? Oh, is he called Becker on this? Yeah, he is. Alisson, and I don't. Can I afford Havertz? No. Okay, so that's not going to be an option. Alisson's just too expensive. So, okay, yeah, I think the plan's coming together. So if we do Hee-Chan to Eze this week, and then we'll roll with Raya and Luis Diaz in game week 34, giving us triple Liverpool attack and double Arsenal defence for game week 34, plus Eze with his phenomenal double game week. I mean, this really is unreal. West Ham and Newcastle. I'd have to basically pray he doesn't get injured between now and then, but still. Plan works. The plan works just about. I mean, I could potentially be priced out of this. But assuming I'm not, we're good. We are good. I mean, is there anything else I could do? Seems the most sensible, doesn't it? This seems like the play. What do you guys think? Do you like the look of that plan? Do we look good? Because I'm getting in the roughly the players I wanted anyway. I'm just bringing it forward one transfer. The only thing is I wanted to have the option for Hee-Chan in game week 34. I wanted to at least have that choice to have him. But now very much don't have that. I guess, looking on the other side of things, like the fixtures for Hee-Chan, they're both at home, but it's like Arsenal and Bournemouth. So it's not like great fixtures, really. Am I missing Super Chats, by the way? We should probably have a look. Okay, so Lucas says, got 2 free transfers. I have Lascelles and Richarlison. Do Lascelles to Aït-Nouri and Richarlison to someone, or just use one transfer and do Lascelles to Taylor for backup. I'll free hit 34. I don't. If you're free hitting in 34, I probably wouldn't buy Aït-Nouri, just for the sake of a couple of game weeks. I would look towards the future a little bit more. Maybe pick up a Man City defender. Guardiol. Have a look at Guardiol potentially. Or Guardiol or Gusto, I would go for. If instead of Aït-Nouri, I think, if you're free hitting in 34. Richarlison to... It's more difficult. I don't really know, to be honest. Gordon at Newcastle could be good. Richarlison to Gordon works. Joachim says, if no wild card, would you bench Foden for Gordon this game week? Yeah, I would. I would bench Foden now. Now we know that Foden is benched, then I would say we need to bench him as well. Pro players, they start 3 of a Doggy, Gabriel, Ruben Dias, Aït-Nouri, Gusto. I would start Gabriel, I would start Aït-Nouri, and I think I would start Gusto and leave Ruben Dias on the bench. Let's go with that. Paredes says, mate, sell one between Estupinian, Kirkes, Dina for Aït-Nouri. Plan is to roll 33, 2 free transfers 34, wildcard 35, and bench boost 37. I guess Dina, as he is pretty much useless to you as an FPL asset for the rest of the season. I mean, Estupinian isn't great, but he has Burnley next game week, so you could potentially play Estupinian next week. Kirkes is he's not great either, but he's pretty cheap as well. But I think I would look to sell Dina out of those 3 because, you're never going to want to play him. Sexy Beast says, if you price out of Luis Diaz, get Kai Havertz. Yeah, I could, but then who would I go for as my goalkeeper? Or I could just do something slightly differently and just not get... if I was priced out, I would have to go in with double Liverpool. Or pray that Kelleher is still starting in game week 34. I think that would be my only kind of choice there. Or I could just take a hit. Could also just take a hit. We'll see. Linus says, just woke up. What have I missed? Foden. Foden is benched. Is Saka starting? I've not got any leaks on Saka quite yet. Can we do a bench list, Big Dan? Yeah. Yeah, we can. I just can't. I want to lock in this transfer first. I feel like this is something that needs to be done. Jack says, huge feeling on Son captain. Your thoughts, mate? I mean, you could do worse. You could do worse. Son will be striker again on pens. Nottingham Forest is a good fixture. Yeah, don't hate it. If you've got a strong feeling, I definitely think he is a perfectly valid captain choice. Definitely not like a bad captain. It's a little bit risky going against the crowd, but you know, everyone is going to be going against one crowd or another this game week. Vic says, hi Dan, love the shirt. Oh, thank you very much. The crab shirt in full swing. Thoughts on Muniz, Foden and the Stupinian to Darwin, Diaz and Aït-Nouri for a -4. No free hit or wildcard, no Saka. I don't think I'd sell Foden. I don't think I'd sell Muniz. I would sell a Stupinian. Yeah. I think Muniz has got a really nice chance this game week. Foden I'd want to hold for game week 33 against Foden. I just don't think I like it. Like, Stupinian to Aït-Nouri works, though, and maybe roll the other transfer. Hanksy says, Branthwaite, Garnacho, or Zabani for Foden today. I guess you back the attacker with Garnacho, don't you? I guess. But, yeah, let's say Garnacho. K-Studio says, Mac Alistair, if you can't afford Diaz. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Could do Mac Alistair as well. I don't really want to have Mac Alistair instead of Diaz, but I don't know. Honestly, to be fair, when Endo is back in the team, I might change my mind again. If Mac Alistair's kind of on free kicks, potentially on penalties, if Salah is off the pitch. Actually, no, he won't be. It'll be Darwin. But yeah, I know Mac Alistair is obviously in some good form at the moment. He's definitely not a player to be completely ignored. I would prefer Diaz. But, I mean, to be fair, maybe even with Mac Alistair, you get a bit more minute security there as well. All right. I like it. Good suggestion. Thank you. Right, I think we lock this in and then we'll go to the bench list. Let's lock this in. Very rare we do deadline transfers. Hechan to Eberechi Eze, get that additional playing player. Let's go. Are we doing this? Are we 100% doing this? I think I have to. I don't think I have a choice. Yeah, we're doing it. We don't have a choice. And then we're going to bench Foden. Okay. I don't love Eze against Man City. But 2 points is better than the one that Foden's going to get. And I know I'm going to get Eze anyway. Let's see how it goes. Hey, look, Eberechi Eze, if anyone is getting something against Man City, it's him. And as an Arsenal fan as well, I would love to see Man City's demise. Believe me, I would love it. And I think I deserve it. Super chat from Jandre says, Son is a differential in my mini league. Everyone else has Salah, Palmer, Haaland, Foden. Should I captain Son or play it safe? Currently second, 20 points off top. I don't think I would captain Son. Personally, I prefer Salah. Palmer is your safe pick. Salah is your a bit more bold pick. I think when you get into the likes of Son and Haaland, you've got to be really brave to go for those, which is fine, but 20 points mini-league difference is not enough of a gap where I would want to go full nuclear on my captain picks quite yet. That time will come, I'm sure. I would say that most of your mini-league will probably captain Palmer, and having Salah, if you like Salah as a pick, is probably enough of a differential to go for as captain. Mark says, Muniz captain viable, seeing as he has great home form. I think Muniz is, he is one of the players I think will score more points this game week. I like him, but you are really betting against the crowd if you captain Muniz. You are really betting against the crowd. And all of the 4 like main captain picks that we've got on the poll, all of these players are going to be scoring points against you, even if you have them in your team. So it's a real risk. But if you like it, I say go for it. Go for it. Right, we promised the bench list, didn't we? You guys are shouting at me in the chat, Dan, do the bench list. Do the bench list. We got you. We got you. Let's load this up. Okay. Guys, some of you will already know how the bench list works. If you do, let's get going. Start shouting some names you want to see on there. Whilst I read this super chat from Dan Watson. Very generous super chat. Thank you very much, Dan. Great name, by the way. Hey, mate, which one do you think I should bench? Salah, Gordon, Palmer, Son, Saka, Tony, Solanke, Darwin. No Foden to put in there today. I mean, I guess it would be one of Gordon or Tony. Should we start off the bench list with both Gordon and Tony? I'm actually going to put Tony in first, and Gordon in second. Kaz says, with Foden, with Foden bench, which 2 of Gusto, Gabriel, and Muniz should I start? Oh, 100% Muniz. I'm going to put Muniz straight at the top of the bench list. Some of you guys making other shouts already. Let's put a doggy here. I'm going to put Garnacho here. Yeah, guys, I know there's a lot of people watching today. If you are unfamiliar with the bench list, we do this every single deadline stream. And it's basically, we write up a list of all of the popular players that people are kind of deciding, should I bench this player or should I start this player? All of those bench dilemma type players. And we put them all on a list. And the basic idea is, the higher the player is on this list, the more of a priority they are to start this game week. If your player is lower on the list, you probably want to be benching them. If they are higher on the list, then you start them. So say, for example, you have a question for me, and this is just to save, I know a lot of you put in super chats, I know a lot of you ask me these questions. Who should I bench? Player A or player B? Say, for example, you have Muniz in your team and you have Garnacho in your team, and you want to come to me and say, Dan, who should I start out of Muniz and Garnacho? Well, refer to the bench list. You can see that Muniz is placed higher than Garnacho. Therefore, I would personally recommend to play Muniz over Garnacho. And it just helps answer all of those questions really, really quickly. So I'm going to put Foden down here. I would still back him ahead of like a Spurs defender, I think, just about. Because or would I? Yeah, I would. I would. Morris, I would not. Yeah, I would back Morris ahead of Foden at this point, I think. I'm sorry I don't have any news on Saka, by the way, guys. I would predict that he starts, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Oh, actually, you know what, Foden? Let's put him below a doggy. I think Nottingham Forest is a good fixture at home. Gusto, I would definitely look to start this week. Possibly even ahead of Morris, to be honest. Mateta, ideally you don't start him. But again, probably above some of the defenders. Simon says Saka or Garnacho is rolling a transfer a good idea. I would still back Saka above most of these players. Just try and see what happens. And rolling a transfer is a good idea this week, Simon, for sure. Definitely is. Bradley. I prefer Bradley to a doggy. Ben White. Yep, solid pick. Where would I put him? Maybe around Gusto. Alright, Nori, I like him as well. I don't know who I'd put ahead, by the way. Alright, Nori or Gusto. They're close this week. I'm going to put Nori there for now. Because I don't think Wolves will keep a clean sheet. Zabani or Taylor? Well, Taylor... I don't know. I think we just have to leave Foden kind of towards the bottom here, don't we? Because we know for a fact that he's benched. So we probably just leave him down there. Zabani, I would probably play ahead of a doggy. Branthwaite, you know, you could give Branthwaite a good go this game week. But these cheaper players, you know, you would typically bench them. But I think there's no problem with putting them on your field, or you know, relying on them in emergency situations. Would you definitely play Gordon above Gusto? Yeah, I would back the attackers, yeah. But I mean, you should be playing Gusto anyway, because there's no real out of all of the defenders, there's no one really better than Gusto. So yeah, we back the attackers, but at the same time, you know, Gusto out of the defenders is really, really up there. And you have to play 3 defenders, right? Right, Van Dijk. A few of you guys got Van Dijk. I do like him a lot. I like him a lot. Certainly go ahead of Bradley. I think I do maybe prefer Gusto and a Night Nori, but yeah, even a Ben White. Doughty. I just don't think I'd want to play Doughty ideally. In fact, you do have that attacking threat, I guess. He's probably there. Saliba. We'll put like Saliba with White. We'll put them together. Although, to be fair, I do prefer White to Saliba. In fact, would I even put Saliba even slightly lower? Maybe Saliba here. I mean, Isak, you 100% start. I do prefer Muniz, though. Eze. I think, again, ideally, you don't start Eze. But at the same time, you've got to back him. His numbers are unreal. Tribosh says, who to bench, Share or Oduggy? Can we put Fabian Share on the bench list? Why not? I mean, I don't particularly like the Newcastle defenders, so they'll be going pretty low for me. Let's go. I think they will concede, and I can't see Share naturally getting attacking returns. I guess we'll put him here. But honestly, I could put him lower. I could very easily put him lower than that. Easily. A few people shouting for Guardiola. I think Guardiola is definitely one of the better picks for this game week for defenders. Maybe put him. I mean, bonus points are definitely on for him as well. Doing pretty well for bonus at the moment. Let's put him next to Saliba. Mason says, why not Son captain, Hoyam striker, Nottingham ship goals? I mean, if you fancy it, go for it. Son is definitely a viable captain. I mean, I don't personally own Son, so I will not be captaining Son. But hey, why not? Why not? Nice differential. Right. Who are the other popular players in the chat? A lot of people still have Watkins. I thought most people sold Watkins, to be fair. But we can put him on. I think I'd definitely give Watkins a go this week. I think he's well worth a try. Let's put him up the top. Well worth a try. Gabriel. We will put Gabriel next to White. We'll put them together. Ryan Han, thank you very much for the super sticker. I'm not sure if there was meant to be a message attached to that, but I will keep an eye out for your message in the chat if I can find it. Right, a couple of people asking for some goalkeepers. We'll put Kelleher here. I'm going to put Neto here. Don't know who else. Who else are you guys owning for goalkeepers? I mean, you play Petrovic if you have him. This is Kaminsky. Oh, we'll put Kaminsky down there. Right, we need to pick out the most popular players in the chat right now. Sarabia seems to be coming up a little bit here. Oh, you want Onana as well? Yeah, there's no way I'd play Onana. I'll maybe play him above Kaminsky for the save points. Oh, Raya, yeah, you play Raya. If you have him. Ortega. You guys have Ortega as well. Yeah, again, you play Ortega. I want to put Sarabia on this bench list. I think Sarabia is well worth a go. Well worth a go. Flecken, I don't think I would want to play really, but I guess he would go here. Maybe. Well, no, to be honest, no, he wouldn't. Right, a couple of super chats here. Ryan Hanna with the super chat again says bench list Cunha. All right. Since you asked in super chat form, I think we can definitely put Cunha on here. I think he should start. It's a nice fixture for him. Let's put him next to Sarabia. Nice. HBK Neil says, should I take a hit to cover Foden? Benches Taylor, Reguilon, He-Chan. I can't do He-Chan to Eze, short of 0.5 million. I'm not really sure where you would go to you know, the best I can sort of suggest is to maybe do Reguilon to Ait Nori. But I don't know where else you would go, to be perfectly honest. If you're free hitting in Game Week 34, you can maybe do He-Chan to Garnacho. But honestly, I don't know if the hit's worth it this game week. I wouldn't sell Foden. Like, people will now sell Foden, but I personally would not do that. Any news on Haaland starting? Let's see if we've got any more team news around the grounds. Team leaks. Still just people. Oh, okay. So John Stones is starting, apparently. I don't know if that's that could be bad for Akanji, potentially. De Bruyne starts, and that's all we've got. That's all we've got right now. Why is the doggy so low? When was the last time you saw a doggy score FPL points? That should answer your question. So just KDB and Stones confirmed starting. And who is it? Foden on the bench. De Bruyne and Stones start. Put that on there, Yes, yes, yes. All right, continuing on with the bench list. And by the way, guys, if you are, I know like there's quite a few people here today. If you are new, make sure you are subscribing. We do FPL content literally every single day. At the moment, it's quite crazy. On this channel, you can pick and choose which kind of videos you like and follow along with the series each game week, or you can join in on the streams where we do early team news. We do this bench list thingy that we got going on. Yeah, if you enjoyed it, make sure you do subscribe. And if you subscribe, you can also use the chat function as well, and we can answer some of your questions. A like would be good as well. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Right, let's continue. Well, let's continue. Add a few more players to the bench list, I think, and then we'll prepare. We'll prepare for the deadline. We are getting close. We're getting very, 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 very close. Exciting though, man. Exciting. Sean says, will Saka play? Honestly, I would predict yes, but I don't know for sure. Sid Vicious says, free hit game week 34, buy Gusto for Doughty and bench Zabani. I think if you're doing that transfer for free, I would definitely consider it, yeah. For free, I would think about it. Mr. Super Chat? Oh, I do apologise. Yeah, I found it, Zoltan. Darwin or Saka, who's to start? I think I'd start Darwin at this point. Save yourself a headache. Honestly, man, 500,000 transfers in for Foden, and he's benched. It's unreal, isn't it? And oh my word. Okay, guys, you're not going to believe this. Since I last spoke about how many transfers there's been in for Foden, there's been another 14,000 people transferring Foden since we got the news that he's been benched. This is why it's so important to watch FPL content. It's why it's so important to be on the ball. Man, it really, really is. This is why you need to sign up to Lazy FPL as well. Yeah, because 14,000 people have bought Foden since we got the news that he was benched. Because obviously those people were just like not clued in. Brutal stuff. I mean, at least the other 500,000 people, you can kind of understand it. I always recommend, you know, if we've got an early kickoff and you're buying a player from the early kickoff, I would always recommend holding off till the last minute just in case we get that early team news. But man, that's brutal, isn't it? That really is. Well, they don't know, to be fair. Anyone transferring in Foden now is blissfully unaware. Absolutely blissfully unaware. Loving life. Here for FPL says, now Foden's out. Gordon to Richarlison and Saka bench instead. I mean, yeah, you could bring... I think Gordon in for Richarlison works if you're free hitting in 34. And then you bench Foden, I guess. Saka, I think you probably try and start, but I don't think you need to. Craig Gamble says that's probably because the FPL guys on Sky Sports are telling folk to buy Foden. Yeah, probably. Is it pre-recorded? Nah, you can't beat a YouTube live stream. Take that over Sky Sports or official Premier League anytime. Anytime. This is real stuff. We're down on the ground right now. The gritty stuff. That's what we need. Jack Grealish starts, guys. Jack Grealish starts. Not Grack Grealish. Grack Grealish is not a real person. Right. A few more players for the bench list. Let's throw in a couple more players. So, Pickford. We can throw in an extra goalkeeper. There's always room in the goalkeeper shortlist. I think I would actually potentially give Pickford a go. If you have him. Matt says 2 free transfers, Van Dijk to White, and then Hechan to Eze. Oh, no way would I be moving Van Dijk to White. I really like Van Dijk to... I really like him for Gameweek 34. Flame says, you don't know the half of it, mate. Didn't ask. But thanks for your opinion anyway. Just don't remember asking for it. What else have we got? Okay, Dubravka. All right, well, let's throw Dubravka in. A lot of people still have Dubravka, right? I think ideally you don't start Dubravka, but you may be forced to. Should we put Van Heck on the bench list? I think Van Heck probably goes even lower than Foden, to be fair. Madison. People still have Madison. I thought he had like the big exodus. Madison. I mean, he wouldn't go low. The form is not quite there for Madison at the moment, but you still give him a go, wouldn't you? You still give him a little go. Shall we end the captain poll, by the way? Let's end it now. Alvarez starts. Alvarez starts, guys. Hopefully that doesn't mean Haaland's benched. Hopefully. Final results on the captaincy poll, by the way, guys. For Game Week 32 captain, number 1, Palmer, 45%. Number 2, Salah, 33%. Number 3, Haaland at 11%. And finally, Son, 9%. Fine. So, Palmer is the people's choice, followed by Salah. The other two kind of a little bit lower. Luke says, bench Foden and start Garnacho, or transfer Foden for Diaz and bench Garnacho. I would just start Garnacho, my friend. Honestly, Foden for Game Week 33 against Luton, rested. Should be good, man. Should be good. It really should. Right, let's keep an eye on... Okay, right. Bench list is going. If you want to still look at the bench list, take a screenshot. It will last longer. Because the bench list is going off our screens now, my friends. Because I do want to have a look to see if we get any last-minute team news. We've got Alvarez starting. We've got Grealish starting. I wonder if we get any last-second Haaland news. It would be good to know he was starting, just for that verification. But I don't know if we will get it or not. Let's find out very soon. We're not adding any more players to the bench list. Sorry, guys. We'll go again. We'll go again for game week 33. Don't you worry. Sagar Patil's here. The show team gang. Part well and truly in the show team gang. Members, get the show team gang emojis in the chat because the show team gang are here. Kabalash says, Dan, please, I need your help. Start Saka or Havertz. Probably go for Havertz at this point. Probably. TK says they play Real Madrid. Foden ain't playing Luton. Well, his rest is against Crystal Palace, and then after that he'll start presumably. And that's usually how things work under Pep. He's not going to get benched over and over. Right. Okay. Haaland starts. Panic over. Haaland, Guardiola, KDB, Grealish, Stones, Alvarez. All start. There we go. Confirmed, guys. Haaland starts. We good. We good in here. Which means I just need to finally just make sure my team is 100% correct because we've got like 20 seconds until deadline. Show team gang, thank you very much for the emojis in chat. Appreciate you guys. And show team gang also, welcome. As always, yeah, I'm going to leave Foden there, second sub. We're going to stick with Salah captain. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I like it. We're locked. I think we're locked. We want to be locked because it's about to hit deadline any second now. And there we go. Right. Happy deadline. Guys, happy deadline. We made it past the stress of another FPL deadline. Wow. Panic around Foden at the last minute. Panic around Haaland at the last minute as well, I guess. But yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. I would feel it would be a little bit rough if you don't have it. Well, if you bought Foden this week, it's rough. But hey, that's FPL. And yeah, sometimes you need to get hit with one of these to maybe like, because this season I wait till like last minute to make transfers every week. Because I'm so scared of something like this happening. But then again, I already had Foden, so I didn't really have that stress. Would I have potentially bought Foden for the price changes? I actually think I potentially would. So actually, forget everything I just said. I actually do feel quite bad for Foden buyers, to be honest. There we go. Right, we're going to stick around for a little bit longer. We're going to stick around for, I don't know, probably 30 or so minutes. We'll talk, well, we'll continue to... wait for the final full team news for both Crystal Palace and for Manchester City. And yeah, we'll do a bit of FPL challenge. We'll do a bit of FPL challenge stuff as well. But before you disappear, disappear, if you are disappearing, make sure you do drop a like before you go. And also check out fanprints.uk. And get yourself a new t-shirt or a mug. Like this mug that I have right here. You can buy that page 2. Wait, no, I don't know where I'm looking. I'm lost. Let's just search. Captain Mug. I'm doing this super fast because I don't want to promo things for too long because it's boring. Captain Mug, get your Captain Mug now and support the FPL Mate YouTube channel. You're a legend if you do that. There's loads of other stuff as well. Go do it. Or don't. It's fine. Shipping worldwide, by the way. Shipping worldwide. Right. Should we have a look at some challenge? Since we still got time. That's my locked in team, by the way, guys, if you didn't see. We're going for Eze on, Foden on the bench. Let's do challenge. Not that I can be bothered particularly. How did I even do last game week? I didn't check my team in the end. 94 points. That's not too bad. Oh, 43 to that. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? That's not bad. It could be a lot worse. Nice. All right, let's do game week 32. MD says, okay, I've been following you closely and listened to you heaps, but even if I tried, I could not have the same team as you. No, nobody wants the same team as me, mate. Nobody wants that. It's the danger team. It's a danger team. JQ says, Dan, if Liverpool win versus Manchester United, either Darwin or Maka celebrate with a mock yerba mate prep, will you call yourself FPL Mate for one episode? I think we could definitely throw a pun in there somewhere. I think it would be pretty niche. Probably not a lot of people. Does anyone, has anyone heard of mate? Is it a Uruguayan thing? It's like this weird, I don't even know, herbal tea? Is it a tea? Is it a soup? Maybe some of you guys can enlighten me a little bit more. But traditional in South America. And it's spelt the same as mate. So there you go. There's some knowledge for you. Right. OG Eng says Foden does not start. Oh, crap. What are we going to do? We need to make some changes. Right. Let's have a look. Let's do... What are the weird rules this week? It's something about Liverpool and Man United players. So I guess we just need to pick a bunch of Liverpool and Man United players, right? So let's go Salah. We'll just pick all of the best Liverpool players to start off. I think that's sensible. Well, I guess... You know what? What should we do here? Let's play Let's get Luis Diaz. Where are you, Luis Diaz? Do we go for at least one Liverpool defender? I guess you have to have 5 Liverpool players. And then from there, we perhaps pick some Man United players. Do we go Kelleher or Onana? Let's go Onana, and we'll put in... Who's got a really good chance of a clean sheet today? And we'll do like the auto sub cheat thing. Man City versus Crystal Palace could go Ortega. Could go... Probably Ortega is the play, isn't it? Yeah, let's go Ortega. Although, to be fair, the save points alone are probably going to be worthwhile if the points are doubled. I think Onana for the saves is probably the play either way. We'll put Ortega on the bench. He's nice and cheap anyway. Right. Who else? Garnacho? To be fair, if we want to go like crazy with it, we probably should pick some players who aren't from Liverpool and Man United. That's going to be the real differentials. Because people will ignore a lot of players from other teams. So let's go with like Palmer, Gusto, wait a minute. So where are you, Gusto? Are you going to be like quite low? Yeah, you are, because you're cheap. Oh, I don't even know how this... I'm just going to use the search function rather than stress himself out. We'll go like Nori. Senior Red Card wants me to put Anthony on. I don't think we will be doing that. Let's continue this on. Could we even go like maybe a Man City defender? Or like just like a Ben White? Let's go Ben White. How much budget we have left? So much. So much. Jack says, do you play any golf, Dan? Not really, no. Go to the driving range very occasionally. Or Top Golf. Honestly, I don't think I want to pick any Man United players, even with double points. Well, I guess we could go Garnacho. Wait, did I already pick Garnacho? I can't remember. Oh, I'm on defenders at the moment. Alright, let's just go Garnacho. And maybe Bruno Fernandes as my final midfielder. And then we'll try and pick a nice forward. Who are like the best forwards for this game week? Jackson. Jackson, Isak. Solanke. Let's go with Solanke. And then for a final defender, let's pick someone from a fixture today and see how they get on. So we've got Man City. We've got who's like a real high ceiling defender we could potentially go for here. And we've already got Ben White. Maybe we'll just wait and see what the Man City lineup is and go for a Man City player. Don't go for a City defender. You have no faith in us keeping a clean sheet today. Well, that's good news because I just bought Eze. Let's think. Senior Red Card says, did you like Anthony's assist? Oh, I actually really did like Anthony's assist. I'm a big fan of the Travella cross. It is beautiful. It makes me miss Cancelo in the Premier League. Right, one more defender. Let's see what the predicted points tool is saying. We'll pick someone from here. It says Pedro Porro, second best. Mikalenko is interesting. Bit of a differential. Let's try it, Mikalenko. See if it works out. If it doesn't, we'll leave him on the bench. Right. So I need to remember how to do this stupid cheaty thing as well. Right. Save team. Let's... we'll just leave the captains on Salah and Darwin. I can't be asked to mess around with that. We'll put everyone on who plays last. So Bruno can go on for Solanke. And we'll move Solanke to, I guess, first sub. And then we'll swap you two around as well. We're going to swap you in a minute. Yeah, no, that's correct. And then we'll do the usual cheating thing. Cheating loophole. If Ortega scores really well, we'll sell Onana for a player who won't play. If one of my attackers, if Solanke does really well, we'll sell one of the attackers. Possibly Højlund is probably a prime candidate, maybe Garnacho. And then the same thing with the defenders. I need to make sure all of my defenders are playing as late as possible today. So who plays the last fixture? We need Mikalenko and White. White plays last, so I guess we go there. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy. Let's go with this. Bit of money in the bank as well, why not? C23W says, I just slept through the deadline. Damn, well, probably means captain. Excuse me. I'm allergic to missing the deadline. Yeah, at least you probably have Salah as your captain, right? Walshy says, I'm so annoyed I was changing my captain last minute debating and didn't get time to switch back from Palmer to Salah. Deary me. Deary me. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Well, I might make a couple of changes if we get any team news or anything like that. But I think we're chilling. I think we are indeed chilling. And Cody Gakpo, could I put him on? Because we only have 4 Liverpool players here, technically. Could we throw one more in for good luck? Should I be playing McAllister? Is that the play? Should I get McAllister? Instead of who, though? Garnacho or Bruno Fernandes? Don't actually know. Dan, is Foden starting? I don't think so, my friend. I do not think so. Right, let's think. I think I'm actually going to swap. I'm actually going to swap Garnacho for McAllister. Who's got better numbers out of Garnacho and Bruno Fernandes at the moment? Might even be Garnacho, genuinely. Expected points over the last, I don't know, that many game weeks. Nah, he's very much Bruno. Very much Bruno with the better numbers. Yeah, we'll stick with it. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. Team saved. All good. Why so many United and Liverpool players? Because on challenge mode this week, players from Manchester United and Liverpool get double points. So I think the way to play challenge is probably to load up on at least a few of those. Particularly Liverpool, you probably want to have 5 players from them. Twisted Sparky said, I panic bought a Kanji but did not get into the team from the bench. Huh? Oh, you mean you didn't manage to start him? Jack says, what's your chip strategy for the rest of the season? I'm happy to talk about it. We've been making chip strategy videos all season, so it's no secret. Which I really do recommend you check out, by the way. Yeah, we are going to be dead ending into game week 34 with technically 12 double game week players, but we'll probably bench 2 of them and play Haaland for game week 34. So we'll be dead ending there, no hits needed. And then in game week 35, we're going to play the wild card, and we're going to bring in Spurs and Chelsea and Newcastle and Manchester United and Manchester City, and everything's going to be beautiful and wonderful and amazing. And we will all love it. We will all love it. I need to check, actually, Foden. Am I going to get an increase in value from him? 8.2 at the minute. What's my selling price on him? My selling price is... Why won't it tell me? How do you find your selling price? I don't even know what price I bought him at. It's on the transfer page, isn't it? Which I can't look at now. Because I'm quite curious to whether I'll get some profit on Foden. And if I do get some profit on Foden, then that might help in me being able to afford some other players later down the line. Potentially. What is this on the screen? This challenge mode? It's just like the new FPL minigame. You go on transfers and list view. Yeah, I thought it was on the transfer page, but I obviously can't do that because the transfers page does not work after the deadline for 45 minutes? Something like that. Danny says, I think I captained Nunez by accident. No. Well, it could be worse. It could be worse. There are worse players to have captained. Jay Wilkie says, stipulations for the challenge mode are there to trick you. Many Liverpool and United players are going to be outscored by other players. And I actually do agree with you, yeah. I agree with you. And I think what I'll do is I'll leave these other players on the bench. And then if they score well, I'll just transfer out these players. I'll transfer out these players who are on the pitch for players who I know are not going to play, and we'll get the auto subs on. Bruno or Diaz for the challenge? I would go Diaz. Make a home and away kit. Oh, make an FPL Mate football kit on FanPrints? Or like a physical one you can wear. Would anyone... I don't know if anyone would actually buy that. I don't think anyone would actually buy an FPL Mate football kit. I would love to own one personally, just to wear in videos, but I don't think, realistically, anyone would buy it. Like, I don't know. I just don't know if FPL Mate merch just works. So I'm not really too interested in doing that. I mean, FPL in general merch, I love the idea of. Get your captain mug now. And become a captain mug. Just like me. George says, Palmer captain. I heard what you said earlier, but I still think he'll return and is more explosive. Oh, come on. Salah is explosive. You can't say he's not explosive. Ken says, I would buy it. Would you actually, though? Edward says, love you, Dan, but I wouldn't buy it. I do not blame you. Louis says, depends on the price. Well, what would be a reasonable price? Because it would have to be, I'd have to at least cover the costs of it. I wouldn't want to lose money. To be honest, I wouldn't even particularly want to make money if I was to do an FPL Mate kit. I think it would just be cool to know there's people out there wearing an FPL Mate football kit. That would be really, really cool. Blackcurrant Squash FC. Show Team Gang FC. I don't know. What would be a reasonable price? Like £30, something like that? I think that would cover costs. MD says if I was pissed, I'd buy it. Okay. £1,000 minimum. Come on. Come on. Gordon Harper says, how much do you earn from YouTube? Don't you know you should never ask a woman their age or a man their salary? Duncan says, who do you captain, mate? I changed from Palmer to Salah at 10:58. No way, Duncan. You lunatic. Yeah, Salah for me. Noah says, do Liverpool and Man United players get double points, or is it a joke? No, they get double points only in the challenge mode. I should probably just put my normal team on screen just to avoid any confusion. FPL Esto's here. Cheers. Blackcurrant Squash is always here. Someone out there would buy it for £1,000. For £1,000, I'll come to your house and I'll deliver the shirt myself. No matter where you are in the world. Why are all changing captains to Salah from Palmer? Because the hype from Palmer wore off. The recency bias and the hype of him just scoring a hat-trick, I think, wore off. Top 4 prediction. Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and Aston Villa. The Sefton says, love your content, man. Keep up the good work and come on, you Gunners. Win tonight, hopefully. I don't see why we wouldn't win tonight. We're good enough. We're good enough. Thank you for the kind words as well. I do appreciate that, man. We've got 8 minutes till the big reveal. Noah says, how do you play the challenge mode? You go to, well, on the app, there should be like a tab somewhere that says challenge mode. Something like that. You'll be able to find it on the app. Steve says, I don't actually support any team and don't really follow football except for playing FPL. Because I'm stupid competitive, but for 30 quid, I'd probably consider an FPL Mate top for the lols. If I make this football shirt, you know you guys actually have to buy it. Because it's gonna take time and effort and money even to, like, before even a shirt is sold. I don't even know where. I guess we could just sell it on FanPrints, but it's not really a FanPrints thing. I mean, I have thought about this idea before, but mostly just because I want one. Honestly, I don't think anyone would buy one. But I tell you what, if I could just sell 10, I think I would be happy enough with that at no profit. 30 quid. I'll see what I can do. 30 quid plus shipping, I think would be reasonable. I'd make it really cool. It'd be like, you guys know I love football shirts, so I would make it like beast. It would look good. Right, let's see. Overtino says, have you seen challenge mode for next week to avoid players getting booked? They're out of ideas already. I know, man. What are they doing? What are they doing? It's an interesting one. Jack Rose says, will you be playing any more Xbox this weekend? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I'll probably play a bit of Apex Legends before the Man City game. Cablash says maybe hosted an FPL quiz competition. I am going to do. I'm actually going to do some prize mini leagues next season. We're going to do some prize mini leagues next season, and we'll give away some fan print stuff. Scott Tidd says, where can we buy your stuff, Dan? Fanprints.uk, my friend. Everything that I'm selling at the moment is all on Fanprints. We added me and Overtino, who is in the chat. We added a whole bunch of stuff literally last night. Like some of these I really like. In particular, I like this hungover unknown return date. I feel like I will be wearing this often on Saturday mornings, maybe even for the deadline sometimes. Let's find. I think that we did a mug as well. The hungover mug. We're gonna update with some mini league prizes as well, because we've got last season's mini league prizes. But yeah, because I know like a lot of you guys like have like I know you guys like are part of mini leagues and maybe host mini leagues yourself. And I think it would be good to give you guys some options for some like nice prizes that you can give away for your mini leagues, like nice affordable kind of prizes. But there you go. David says I had a custom jersey made cheap in Thailand. Huh. You might have to send me the link. Send me the link. Honestly though, like I think there's like companies in the UK that like custom football shirts that make these. Swaz, I've seen these guys before, but I don't know how much you can customize on Swaz. Let's see. I think you have to like just use the designs that they have already. But really, I'd want like a really customized one, not a template. Yeah, these are all like... Yeah, these are template designs. I don't think I'd want to do a template. I want to do a fully customized one. Not to say the templates are bad, like these are cool. I mean, to be fair, like... What would be like a cool FPL Mate design? I mean, this looks kind of like... I low-key kind of like some of these. Like this one I like the for the Arsenal kind of thing going on. But not everyone's an Arsenal fan out here. This like drippy shirt I really do like. It reminds me of do I have it? I think it's in the wash. Yeah, it's in the wash. But the drip kit. So let's go some colours. So what collar style? V-neck or round neck? Just to see. I think I prefer the round neck, but maybe some of you guys have different preferences. We need the FPL Mate Deep Purple, which is kind of something like that. Secondary colour, I guess, is like a green. And the third colour, I guess, is like the light blue. Something like that. Fourth colour. Do we even have a fourth colour? Back to the Purple? Don't know. Or white? Or maybe a slightly different... No, let's go back to the purple. Oh my word. What is this? So, okay, that don't look good. That does not look good. Okay, so we actually need this to be... It's more like this, actually. Ooh. Ooh, okay, now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. Where's the pink coming from? Oh, this is the main colour. Okay. This is actually, you know what? This is giving me some inspiration. I am feeling inspired right now. That ain't bad. That is not bad. Maybe the only thing I would potentially change is maybe change that purple to a different shade of blue, maybe? Nah. We were good the first time. So this would be what... mate, Oof. Centralized logo. Oh, it's not even showing with the centralized logo. Why are you not showing me? Upload your chest logo. Oh, man. Right, let's find the... Do I have like a file for the FPL Mate logo? I don't actually know if I do. I don't think I have it on this computer. Right, let me find it. Oh, boys, we are cooking. We're cooking. Team news, by the way. Let's have a look at that. And then I'm going to finish this and then we'll go. I'm enjoying myself. I'm going to grab my other laptop, actually. I've got some more files on there. Right. Teams are out. Please be starting Eze, otherwise I'm cooked. Okay, so Ortega, Lewis, Stones, Diaz, Guardiola. Yeah, there we go. Akanji not starting on the bench. I had a strong feeling that might happen. Rodrigo, De Bruyne, Bob, Alvarez, Grealish, Haaland, Foden on the bench, Doku on the bench. Edison's back on the bench. Interesting. Ortega, his time is coming to a close already. Unless he holds his place, which could be super interesting. Really, really interesting. And can I get a Crystal Palace? Can we get a Crystal Palace lineup up in there? Eze's starting. Thank the Lord. Eze's cooking. Let's see what happens. Okay. There you go. There are your lineups. Now, we go back to creating this design. I'm just going to grab my other laptop. It has all my files on it. I'll be 1 second. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Can you guys still hear me? I don't know, but I'm back. Oh, okay. Let's continue our cooking. Right. Files, FPL Mate. FPL Mate stuff. Graphics, logos. And here's the 2023 logo. Airdrop over here. File. Have you arrived? Not yet. Arrive file. There we are. Okay, where are we? So upload your chest logo. Has it actually arrived yet? Search logo. All right. Can I see it though? I can't see it. Oh crap, what have I done? Oh crap, I've done something terrible. Is it going to start it again? No. Right, why are you not showing the logo? Warning, no images have been placed on the garment. Click the image to add it. Oh my god. So we can put it... Oh my word. Look at it. Place it in the middle of the shirt. Oh my word. We don't want player number. Sponsors logo. What sponsor do we want? What's the sponsor of the channel? I don't know. Can we just like add some text or something? I don't know. I don't know what. Blackcurrant squash should probably be the the sponsor. We don't have a blackcurrant. Let's just find a blackcurrant squash logo. I don't think I can use these without copyright infringement, to be fair. No, I probably can't. You know what? We will... oh my god, sleeve! Sleeve logos. You know what? We'll leave it like that for now, because obviously this is not a real... This is not a real shirt. But I mean... Whew. Oh wait, no. I don't want the next sponsor there. No, go away. Just want it like that. Okay, back design. Oh, I keep clicking this, man. What am I doing? Front design, back design. Player name. Name or team tagline. Your best mate is the tagline. White text. Put it in like a cool text. No, we'll just use that. And like, where does that go? Oh, it's gone at the bottom there. That's kind of cool. And then should we just put a... Now, do we want a name on the back of the shirt? Probably not. And then, oh my word, they are pretty expensive. I have to pre-order them, and if I bought 50 of them, I'd have to sell all of them. I'd have to sell at least 75% of them to make the money back. And I'd have to like get the sizes and stuff. Okay. Right. If I was to do an FPL Mate shirt, it would look something like that. Show Team Gang. Ooh, Show Team Gang sponsor. I like it. I do like it. YouTube is the sponsor. Oh, well. You know what? I think if we did something like that, things would look very, very nice. Unless we made it like a purple shirt. If I swap the purple and the blue. So like where's the... So if we made that purple. No, it doesn't feel colourful enough. That looks kind of nice. Nah. Maybe like that? Or maybe like... Nah, that's just not it. It's not it. can we change the other purple? Where's the other purple? To green? Nah. White? I think we just need more colour on there. Actually, no. If that's green, and then we change what was the green to white. I could play around with this forever, honestly. I could spend so much time on this. Good fun. 360 view. Oh! Oh! Hello. Bit too green, isn't it? That's a bit much. That's a lot of green. Mate, honestly, if we could do something like that. Dan, can you do it as a pre-order with sizes? People purchase up front, choose size, and then you'll just order or refund if not enough people buy them. It's a good idea, Los Hopitos. It's a good idea. Honestly, if even if 3 of you in the chat say, yeah, I would genuinely, no cap, 100% buy one, then I will get this sorted for next season. And if it goes well, we will do a new one every season, potentially. Because I think that could be actually genuinely really, really fun to do, like yearly FPL Mate shirts. But only if people are actually genuinely interested in them. Could even get a sponsor. Like, even could potentially get like Fantasy Football Hub to sponsor it and maybe help cover the costs a little bit, which could even maybe like make it slightly cheaper for you guys. Because if we can get a sponsor on the shirt and you guys are chill with a sponsor being on the shirt. Oh wait, Fanprints could be the sponsor. Obviously, Fanprints will be the sponsor. What am I thinking? Pre-order idea is a good one. I definitely buy one for running or the gym. Nice one. Senior Road Card wants a free one. Yeah, I would 100% do giveaways. I would 100% give away these shirts as well. As long as I wasn't losing too much money making them. It sounds like a fun idea, though. It does sound like a fun idea. I'm actually down with this now. I'm feeling this. I am feeling this. Someone did mention Fanprints. Oh, was I just being dumb? I'm not reading the chat. I think... Can you get it to Africa? I don't see why not. The only issue would be shipping. So I would try and keep the price really low, and then obviously you'd have to cover shipping from the UK, which I'm not going to lie to you, can get a little bit expensive outside of Europe and the US. It can get a little expensive, but that's why I would rather try and keep the price of the shirt itself as low as possible so we can ship it all around the world. If would you do this? Can you get to Australia? Don't see why not. John says you cooked. I actually think I did kind of cook. Kaijun Wong says the green around the neck might easily get dirty. Maybe change to a dark color. Good point. Didn't even consider that. This is not final, by the way, guys. I will... This is nowhere near final. What I will probably do a fully custom design. I think this is just like a good way of getting an idea of something we could roughly do. Could be pretty cool. But I think it would definitely include the kind of purples and greens and blues in there. Would look pretty sweet. We'd use the exact colours as well for the channel rather than these kind of like close to being the colours but not exact. Maybe get some gradients in there as well. The gradients, to be fair, sometimes if you're like trying to produce them for cheap, sometimes the gradients don't work so well. Cowlash says, new project becomes a popular merch and it all started from an FPL livestream. There is no way FPL Mate shirts become popular outside of like 10 people who watch this YouTube channel. Make a kit design competition? Who is doing that? I mean, that would be fun, but don't get me wrong. But who is doing that, in all honesty? Right, I think we're going to go. I think we're going to go now. Because I want to play a few games of Xbox before the game starts today, which I'm looking forward to. I need to get some food as well. But guys, appreciate you guys chilling with me today. It was good fun. Good fun on the pre-deadline chat. A little bit of fun stuff post-deadline as always as well, which is always a laugh, always a laugh and a half. But yeah, I'm really, really, really interested to see how Eze does now. Can you imagine if he does the business? Can you imagine? We'll see. But yes, guys, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Drop a like before you disappear if you feel like it. Subscribe if you haven't done already, although most of you, I imagine, are subscribed. Guys, good luck this game week. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I certainly will be enjoying it as long as Salah outscores Palmer. We'll see what happens. And I guess I'll chat to you guys over on Twitter, which is where I spend all of the time during the game time. So, yeah, take care, guys. Enjoy, and I'll catch you probably tomorrow for another video, to be fair, and over on Twitter. See you later, mates. Bye-bye.